Student Anja Endmann feels like she's aged 50 years in just 10 minutes. The Chemnitz University of Technology has given a lot of thought and scientific study to aging. Its patented age simulation suit gives young people some idea of what it feels like to be old.
And how does it feel?
A bit louder, please.
How do you feel?
As long as I'm standing, it's okay. But if I start to move, it's really very cumbersome.
Could you just walk a few meters, please?
Walk a few meters?
The Institute of Ergonomics age simulation suit is designed to give an idea of what age means in practical terms, how it limits movement and impairs the senses. The researchers' findings help industry develop products suitable for the elderly.
To us, people are the most important. We investigate the effects of machines on people and try to improve the interface between man and machine. And of course, we're also interested in the issue of age in the context of designing living and working spaces and products, because this is a rapidly growing group of people.
It's especially large in Chemnitz. 1 in 3 residents is over 60. The city's population is well on its way to becoming the oldest in Europe, according to the EU statistics agency Eurostat. There are not enough children and a great many elderly people. The city government says this is a consequence of the city's history.
After reunification toward the late 1990s, a relatively large number of people left in search of jobs in other regions of Germany. Since then, we've developed a very well-functioning industrial sector. Lots of modern technologies are at home here now. But a large part of the generation which left in the 90s are now having their children elsewhere. And we're feeling the effects in the population statistics to this day.
When East Germany was under communist rule, Chemnitz was called Karl-Marx-Stadt and was promoted as a proud industrial city. The legacy of Marx and Engels lives on in many ways. Reminders of this era still dominate the downtown area. But the exodus of young people has begun to slow. Living standards have started rising, and Chemnitz is adapting to its many pensioners.
Accessibility is an issue for people who have trouble walking. We're redoing the paving to make it easier to walk in the downtown area. That benefits not just the elderly, but also families who are out with baby carriages, for instance. There has to be an impetus toward greater accessibility, because all generations stand to gain by it.
Even industry is starting to adapt to the fact that Chemnitz is graying faster than other German cities. Klaus Dittrich's microelectronics company GEMAC is an example. The average age of its workforce is higher than in most other businesses. Günther Wolf is 74 years old, but his experience in electronics is still in high demand. He comes to the workshop twice a week.
For one thing, you don't want to be tossed onto the scrap heap. Of course, you get older, there's no way to avoid that. But you gain a lot of experience in the course of a career, and it's actually a great benefit if you can pass that on to younger people.
And how can they benefit?
I'd say definitely by the wealth of experience the professor can pass on to me. I obviously don't have that to fall back on yet, and so for that reason I see it as a great asset.
The main lecture hall at Chemnitz University is rarely this crowded. More than 800 elderly residents have enrolled for the Seniors College, a prime example of lifelong learning. The idea came from this man, Professor Roland Schöne. He himself is interested in the lecture on the future of the European Union.
The Seniors College has been going for more than 18 years now. Our seniors say it's helped them feel healthier, made them more active, and develop new relationships and friendships. And they've learned a lot about Germany, our state of Saxony, and the world.
The ergonomics department is looking into the effects of aging on driving. Are there ways to make it easier for seniors to get into the car? How do older people react in traffic? Anja Endmann is glad to be here, looking at old age only as a researcher. So how did it feel as an elderly person?
I'm glad I've still got quite a while to go until my 80th birthday.